What's going on YouTube? Rob A again, and it is once again time for some Kre-O micro changers. This is wave 2 of the micro changers line, and as you can see, I've got a few of them here already for you. And here's the bag for those on the lookout. This is what the package looks like, and it's got another 12 characters in here, including Bulkhead, Scourge, Blight, Arcee, Acidwing, Vehicon, Hardshell, Powerglide, Perceptor, Lugnut, Hoist, and Groove, or Autobot Groove. So yeah, these all have the numbered bags, just like the previous waves, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in the description the numbers for all the bags. I'm not going to say them. I'm not going to open the bags for the video. It's just too time consuming. You guys aren't here to watch me open bags of stuff. So we're just going to start out going straight to these guys. I'm going to do these videos in four crayon chunks. So we'll do a total of 3 videos. And yeah, that way it'll be a little more manageable for both of us. And of course we're going to start out with the very first one in the line, and that is our dear friend Bulkhead here. So here is Bulkhead's vehicle mode, and as you can see, it's actually quite decent. Overall, what I've noticed so far in this particular series of crayons is that the alt modes are getting a lot better looking. I mean, it's obviously still a crayon, kind of bent over, but they filled it out enough that now it looks like it could be something else. Like, it looks feasibly like a vehicle rather than just, you know, a little guy on his face. And as you can see, it's got little very nice olive green bricks here, and this is actually printed on, which is very exciting. Very nice printing on the chest. They're getting much better with the printing on the chests. And this guy has no vests. So far, everything I've opened and put together, no vests. They've all got the little cape pieces, which is great. I'm super excited to see that. So yeah, here's Bulkhead's vehicle mode, and I think it's pretty rad. I'm very much liking it. I think it's really, really nice. So there is Bulkhead. Next up, we have Hardshell, or Bombshell, for those of you familiar with the Insecticon characters. We have Bombshell here, Hardshell, whatever you want to call him. And this guy's I will say the insect mode is a little wonky looking. However, it's convincing enough. I mean, you put it down, it looks enough like a little insect thing. And they went ahead and they had you remove the legs altogether, and he just has the insect legs down here, and they're actually, look at this, look at how tight these legs are now. Before, on all the crayons that had these little legs, they would just flop around like crazy, not steady at all. But while he's here, you can see a good view of his face printing there, and yeah, I mean, it's passable, that's for sure. Next up, we have Blight, or Blot, however you prefer it, and he is a sad panda. Oh, look at this guy. He's so cute. Oh, and what's even worse is if you take his little head off, his robot head is under there, so he's just like, I'm sorry. Oh, go away. Yeah. So, maybe not the most convincing. But, you know, they added a lot of pieces to try and make it look like something else. So, I'll give them credit for that. The main problem I have with this guy is you can't really see his chest printing. And I'll show you that when he's in robot mode. But really, it's like, imagine the darkest blue you can find, and then darken it, and then add black over it. And that's his chest printing, but still, I really like these little claws. I think these are awesome. I want to get probably another one of these guys and maybe make like a custom Predator with these claws. But yeah, there is Blight or Blot. And last but not least for the alt modes, we have our dear friend and fan fave Arcee. And Arcee is using basically the same type of layout as I believe it was Windcharger did. And she does it very nicely. It's very nice pink bricks, some nice torso printing there. And yeah, it looks decent. It certainly looks decent, and they cover it up enough that, again, it doesn't really look like a robot lying down. It just looks like a kind of disproportionate vehicle. But yeah, I think overall they're doing a really, really good job so far with these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video, and then we will take a look at all of the robot modes. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, here we are back with the robot modes of these guys. And again, we're going to start out with our friend Bulkhead here. And he is honestly one of the more impressive Kreons that I've handled, period. He looks really nice in both modes. And he's real solid in both modes. And yeah, he just feels bulky. Like, you have him in hand. Like, here's Arcee, here's Bulkhead. You can see, like, a noticeable difference. Like, he looks bigger. And he definitely feels bigger, too. Like, he feels hefty. But I think they did a great job. If I were to have one nitpick, I would say his face is kind of not right for the character. Like, with that face, he comes off looking a little bit more like Hound than Bulkhead. But as you can see, he's got very nice torso printing there. And again, the printed stripe on the back. Yeah, he looks really nice. I think they've come a long way from that first set of Kreons that they put out. But very, very nice. That is Bulkhead. One last look there. Next up, of course, Bombshell or Hardshell or whatever you'd like to call him. And once again, we have floppy leg syndrome on his arms. I think the Kreon arms are just a little too thin. But here you can see decent job. I would have maybe picked a different helmet. I don't know if this helmet looks so great on him. Just the striping on his body with the helmet makes his head look really huge and his body really thin. I think that's just maybe a little bit of a mistake, but overall, not bad. There he is. You can see his torso print. Very, very nice torso printing on all of these guys. We've got, of course, Blight or Blot up here, and now you can kind of see what I was talking about with the dark coloration on his printing. I can kind of, let the light catch it, so you can kind of see the different printing on his body, and he's got a really nice pattern, really nice design, but you just can't see it. You really can barely even see it with the naked eye. So it really is kind of annoying. This guy's probably definitely the weakest that I've seen so far. But again, I do like his claws. But there he is. He's got a nice blue face. And, yeah. I'm excited to get the Kreon Abominus eventually, when they finally start showing up. So that is Blot, Blight, whatever. And of course, last but certainly not least, we have Arcee, who gets a nice angry face. And I think this helmet really works well for her. It works nicely. Torso printing is very nice. Her chest is a little odd. I don't know if I would have gone with the kind of curved sort of breast area. It looks a little weird when everything else is kind of, straight lines and such. But Also, I believe the character just had, you know, kind of straight lines. I don't think she had soft bosoms. But she does get dual pistols. She can go at it all crazy style. And yeah, Arcee, just very, very nice. Yeah, so far I'm very impressed with these new Kreons, and I'm looking forward to putting the rest of them together. And I should get those videos up fairly soon, hopefully within the next week. In the meantime, thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.